I've noticed the main difference between Division 1 and Division 2 when it comes to the PvP side. And it blows my mind how much it changed. Okay? If you play Division 1, and you were a PvP player, now, like I said, if you're a casual player, if you were a PvE player, I'm not talking to you. You played the game how you wanted to play the game. You know, it is what it is. I'm talking about the actual PvP players that's been there from the start, that has played the game through all the metas, correct? So in Division 1, there would be teams of 4, correct? It would be a healer, 2 DPSs, and a final measure for grenades, right? Everybody would have their role. You know, oh, yo, put on DPS. Yo, put on the healer. Yo, put on final measure. Okay? People were running in groups of 4, fighting another group of 4, right? And in Division 1, when you were chilling in the server, you're fighting the server, you're taking over the server, you know, you're killing everybody. But once you see a certain name, once you saw a certain group, you're like, ah, shit. All right, boys, we got to change gears. We got to try hard. There's a full foreman in here. These guys are sweats. We about to go off. And going off meant having good healers, having good DPS, and having a good fourth. It meant these two teams would destroy everybody in the server as they killed each other at the same time. I have videos of where 3 different squads are posted up by the same street, just legit beaming each other the whole time. Just gunplay, heals, just the whole fucking time. Just gunplay, heals. You know, flanks, pushing back and, you know, making the randoms come behind them and making plays. You know what I mean? 4v4, fucking healers and DPS. Woo! Woo! Poor soul.
Nade him.
Here comes RSK.
Push up.
Yeah, they got the ones behind. Nade twice.
Yes, nade.
Right here, guy in the front. Sorry. Fuck. Watch your back. You guys are beaming the same spot. Screw. Finish it. Fuck! Watch your health. Ori's almost dead.
Yeah.
Got a fire.
Oh my god, VIP's on the other side. We're in the middle again. Look behind. Yo, there's some shit. Right here. They're pushing. Shelby, ow. Finish it. I'm reloading. You gotta finish it. I'm reloading. Good shit. Oh, they picked them up?
They picked them up with the green.
They're throwing this. I need a heal. Who's in the back? Watch your health. Green.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, good shit.
Nice.
I pulled back a little bit. Get behind some cover, dude. Fuck that. We're getting shot from both sides.
Okay, I don't have any med cans.
No meds.
Yeah, I haven't
Fucker,
had
I don't-
anything for like 10 minutes now.
Look at this
we
shit.
took a pause
Hold
to
on.
come back?
Look at this, dude.
Please.
Look at this. This
We
is
just, like,
fucking
sit here and watch
beautiful.
them fight and just not
Yeah,
do
Look
anything.
at this
my
shit,
sides
dude.
hurt.
Holy fuck.
They're doing our dirty work.
3 teams, dude. Look at this.
Oh,
That's
no.
crazy.
It's literally
In Division 1, if you wanted to be known as somebody that was good at the game, and you put on some garbage like Nomad or Predator, or you ran around with a goddamn sticky bomb, one shot, whatever the hell, they clowned you. They were like, bro, look at this kid. He really put on Nomad? This kid's trash. That's how Division 1 was. In Division 1, when you ran corny stuff, you got clowned. You were considered garbage. Now, we move over to Division 2. Oh, the main game, Division 2. In Division 2, these quote-unquote wannabe sweats. In Division 2, running the cheese is what they think makes them good. And that literally, like, the other day I got back on Division 2, bro. I got back on Division 1. I had to get back on Division 1. Because in Division 2, the cornballs that run shotguns, the cornballs that run around with, whatever skill build and throwing secret mines and bleed hives all over the place, they literally consider themselves good. That's like going back to Division 1 and having a Nomad player send you a message talking about you got farmed. You know how much these kids will get clowned in Division 1 for that? But literally, Division 2, bro, listen, there's so many kids on Division 2 that have never played Division 1. They don't know what good PvP looks like. In their heads, running a cheese bowl build is what makes them good. And by the way, I'm not even talking about this one kid I'm fighting right now. He's not the first one. I fight kids like him all the time. They always need some sort of leverage to be like, I farmed example, you know? Like, oh, cool, dude, you farmed the holy shit, you know, where you're using your gun? No, I was throwing down seeker mines. Really, like, can you really find satisfaction in saying that to somebody? Yeah, I farmed him, dude. I had a sweet dream zone. I kept smacking him. Really, dude? Like, do you really find satisfaction in that? You guys tell me, have you ever used a corny build and then proceeded to talk shit to somebody? Have you ever? Because me, I never in my life. Even when I made that shotgun video, I said it. I was like, am I gonna call you trash because I'm killing you with a shotgun? Hell no. I'm being a cornball right now. I'm using a shotgun. But will other people do it? Of course. Other people, listen, the biggest issue with Division 2 is that everybody finds the easiest thing to use to kill somebody. And I know there's going to be people that are going to say, oh, but example, why wouldn't we do that? Why wouldn't we use the easiest thing to kill you with? And that's when the casual player separates themselves from an actual PvP player that has been around since Division 1. The main thing that made you good in Division 1 was that you separated yourself from the corniness and ran something that actually took skill to use, which was either a DPS build with no toughness, or you ran a healer. Your job was to run around with a pistol and make sure everybody stayed alive. You know, your job as a DPS was to make sure your healer doesn't die and you're also getting killed. In Division 1, what made you good was separating yourself from all the troll builds. In Division 2, it's a completely different story. There's no sweats in Division 2. If you play Division 2 and you consider yourself a sweat, you're not. And I say that because I've been playing this game since it dropped. Alright? Back when Conflict used to be where all the teams used to go. I don't know if you guys remember TFS, IWS, U-Clan. All these clans consider themselves to be good. You know? And a lot of them are decent players. But we never... And again, I'm just an idiot for making my team never put on cheese. I'm an idiot for not running the meta build. I'm an idiot because there would be times where we would lose these matches. We would lose these matches because we don't run cheese builds. Back when Wids made his shield vector clutch build, everybody in my clan, I was like, if I ever catch you running that build, you're kicked. Because that's just how I am. I don't like running cheese. That's literally how I am. I don't find satisfaction in running cheat. But literally in Division 2, not a single team existed that didn't use cheese to win. Not a single one. Every single team we came across would always have the most cheesiest meta build on. In Division 1, that never happened. In Division 1, when you ran into good clans, they had a good ass healer with a good ass DPS build. They didn't run around fucking flashing people. We didn't run around using Nomad. You know, if you're an actual PvP player that's been around for a while, the main difference between Division 1 and Division 2 is that in Division 1, a good player strafed away from the cheese and was a good player that was known for being, you know, a big role in their squad. In Division 2, these kids call themselves good because they run cheese. That's literally the main difference. And that's why Division 2 will never be better than Division 1.